What is going on, guys? Back up here for another video here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412. It's card predictions time. As you all know, Clash of the Champions is fast approaching. It's coming up. It'll be emanating live on September the 15th from the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. And already on the show, apparently we have 6 matches announced. We have the finals of the King of the Ring. We have Bayley versus Charlotte. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. And Drew Gulak versus Humberto Carrillo. So be that as it may, and I'm a little bit late here when it comes to the card predictions, but this is how I would have had my card shape up for Clash of Champions. So sit back, relax, enjoy. If you like what you see, be sure to click that like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412. So without further ado, let's dive into my predictions. So on my card, on the pre-show, I would have had the New Day defend their Smackdown Tag Team Championships versus the Revival, considering that the Revival, didn't they beat the New Day, the champions, on Smackdown a number of weeks ago? Wouldn't that put them in line for a Tag Team Championship opportunity? I really like the pairing with the Revival and Randy Orton. I mean, if you wanted to go all the way with them, Revival win, I know they're on Raw, but this whole wildcard rules stuff just really pisses me off. I really wish they would get serious about this brand split. Be that as it may, if you want to go all the way, I really like Revival and Randy Orton as pairing. To me, there's just something about that works. And that Shatter Machine into the RKO, I think, is sick. Like I said, if you wanted to go all the way, Revival with the SmackDown Tag Team titles, Orton with the WWE title. So that would be my pre-show match on this show. On the main card, I would have had Shinsuke Nakamura defend his Intercontinental Championship against Mustafa Ali. They teased a program between these two. I don't know what happened with it, if it was dropped or what, but be that as it may, I think a program between these two would have given Nakamura something to do while he was United States champion instead of doing absolutely nothing, which just kind of pissed me off, seeing as how, okay, you give Nakamura the belt, and he's a lackluster, forgettable Intercontinental champion, so it's just like, and it really irks me to see them do that to the IC title, which is, for so long been one of my favorite titles in WWE history. Next year on my card, I would have, we have Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. At first, I was kind of digging this Roman Reigns. Who's the attacker? We all know who will eventually lead to Daniel Bryan. And just the stuff that they've been doing. And I haven't watched SmackDown in the past 2 weeks, so keep that in mind. With the reveal of Eric Rowan and his evil twin, and then apparently I heard the stuff on SmackDown this week was just meh. So, I mean, it's eventually going to lead to a match, you would assume, at Clash of Champions, so I don't see why not. You wouldn't have Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan happen at this show. I thought it might take place at SummerSlam. Felt they're holding off on this. So I would assume that it would take place at Clash of Champions. On my card here, I also have The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, taking down his next victim in The Miz. He needs an opponent to beat. Put him in there with The Miz. Make quick work of him. If you want to get The Fiend on this show, or choose to hold him off. I know rumors are swirling that he'll face either Seth Rollins or Braun Strowman at Hell in a Cell. We saw that tweet posted by the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. And apparently it's a Hell in a Cell match for the Universal Championship. So I don't know if that was just, an erroneous tweet or if that's what the future is for Bray Wyatt, The Fiend. But if he needs an opponent here, somebody he can easily beat, put him in there with The Miz, make quick work of him, you move on. Now, a match that I was predicting that would happen that is actually going to take place on my card. I kept it the same as on the actual card. Bayley versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, I know what you're all saying. Charlotte getting another title opportunity. Well, she did beat Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. Ember Moon lost. Bayley really has, are there any other challengers. I mean, you could have continued with Ember Moon, maybe have her turn heel after that SummerSlam match, but it felt like they were going in a different direction. Of course, I think Ember lost to Charlotte on an episode of Smackdown too, so it looked like they were clearly positioning Charlotte to challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So there you go with that match. I had Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. I don't know what happened to Aleister Black. I don't even know if he was on the past couple weeks of SmackDown. He's kind of been MIA. I'm like, well, you want to continue to showcase him, build him up. He had a good showing with Cesaro, and he wasn't in King of the Ring. He's been gone for the past 2 weeks. Maybe he could have done Black versus Nakamura. So, I don't know if they're just waiting till after King of the Ring, but I think you want to put him in there with somebody good, somebody that can go, somebody that can give him a run for his money. Money. It's all about the money. You put him in there with Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy versus Aleister Black on my card. Ooh, that would be a sick match. Keyword would have been. Now keep in mind, this is before the King of the Ring tournament actually started. For my finals, the King of the Ring tournament, I could still get this right on as far as the Raw side of things. In the King of the Ring tournament, I had Ricochet versus Kevin Owens. And as we all know, Kevin Owens was eliminated in the first round. So that kind of blew up my bracket here. So you know what? If I had to rebook this, I'm just going to do a little rebooking here on the spot. If Vince can rip up the SmackDown script hours before the show, I can do the same to my predictions videos. So you know what? I just changed it. Ricochet versus Andrade, Cien, Almas. Now tell me that wouldn't be a really, really good match for the King of the Ring finals. Ricochet versus Almas. I would so be down for seeing that. So yeah, I think, with just who's remaining here, we got Elias, Ali, Chad Gable, Andrade, Cedric Alexander, Baron Corbin, Samoa Joe, Ricochet. I could easily see Ricochet going facing Cedric Alexander in the semifinals on Raw. And then you have Andrade, who I could see face Ali in the semifinals and then advance for the finals here at King of the Ring. So that is my predictions for King of the Ring. For my WWE Championship match, it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton. On my card here, I up the ante here. The last match ended in a double countout. I ain't going to do none of that bullshit on my card. Here, we're going to have this match be a no disqualification match, which will potentially set the stage for their Hell in a Cell match at the next month's pay-per-view. So you up the ante, give the match stipulation, increase the animosity between these two. So Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, no disqualification match on my card. I think it goes without saying that we are going to see Becky Lynch defend her Raw Women's Championship against the boss, Sasha Banks. Cannot wait for this match. Easily one of my most anticipated matches on this card here. So that is a match I can say safely will be happening here at Clash of Champions, and it'll be straight fire. The man versus the boss on pay-per-view. What more could you not want? And for the main event, I know they're doing Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. I didn't like that idea. I didn't like the idea for the fact that Braun's going to lose. I mean, how many times can this guy lose challenging for the Universal title? So I mixed it up here on my card. I figured you throw AJ Styles in there. You make it a triple threat. And if you had to have AJ take the pin, so be it. If Rollins has to retain heading into Hell in a Cell, so be it. That way you don't pin Braun. You have a three-way. The club have been involved with Braun anyway. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to make this a triple threat match. Instead of a singles match, like I said. Wouldn't do Braun any good wouldn't do Braun any good just to lose straight up to Rollins. I'll lose again, another opportunity for the Universal Championship. So I feel this would be the best way to go about with the main event here. Triple threat for the Universal title. So that, guys, is my card predictions. Like I said, I know I made this a little bit after the fact, so I understand there's 6 matches announced already. So But be that as it may, let me know what you thought of my card that I came up with for Clash of Champions. And if you like it, great. If not, let me know what matches you guys would have booked. Leave that down below in the comments section. I will be sure to comment back to your replies. So thank you all again for watching this video. Thank you, Mike, for providing the graphics here on this video. They're outstanding once again. And be sure to click my like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGeyser412. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at DanielGeyser412. Facebook.com/DanielGeyser1994. Links can be found down below in the description box. So until then, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you guys next time. Until then, thanks for watching.